It's been 5 days since the government imposed the social media ban. By now, the anger your child or teen has experienced is likely past. At least I really hope it has. That said, though, as a hypnotherapist and a wellness coach, I know for a fact that everyone processes addiction withdrawal quite differently, particularly dependent on their age. So be sure to follow and save these videos and watch them again when they become relevant to you and your circumstances. Now, after the extinction burst I spoke about in yesterday's video, what you'll start to see is something called the void. Your teen might be saying they're bored. Good. Neuroscience tells us that constant scrolling suppresses the default mode network. That is the part of the brain that is responsible for creativity and self-identity. Boredom is that network waking up. Cool. Show this video to your teen so that they know what boredom means and why it's a good thing. Here is how you can manage the void together. For the teen who is verbally looping, I'm bored, and waiting for you to fix it, in this state, their conscious mind is looking for an argument or a solution from you. We want to bypass that critical factor. And to do this, we use an embedded command to validate their feelings while simultaneously planting a suggestion for action. You could say something like, I know this feels empty right now, and that as you find something else to do, you might be surprised at how good it feels to make something real. Now immediately follow that up with a location change to break that state. Would you like to maybe go for a drive to an art store or Bunnings to get some inspiration? Here, you aren't telling them to do something, you're not solving it. You are offering a change of scenery that leads to creative thinking and problem solving. For the moper, who is lying on the floor or the couch in a state of collapse, right now their brain is stuck in that immediate discomfort of the present moment. We need to stretch their timeline out. We use future pacing to do this. It forces the brain to visualize a time after the withdrawal. You could say something like, you know how weird it is this much time that you have. By next week, I wonder what new thing you'll be obsessed with. And then offer a low stakes visual way to engage. Should we sit here and brainstorm some ideas or look up concepts on Pinterest? Now, Pinterest is actually great here because it provides that visual dopamine without the toxicity of social media. And that acts as a bridge back to creativity and imagination. For the teen who is wandering aimlessly throughout the house but refuses to sit and talk, in therapy, we know that face-to-face eye contact can feel really confrontational to a teen in withdrawal. Instead, use side-by-side collaboration. Don't ask them to hang out. Just hand them a tool or something, a wrench, a mixing bowl, a paintbrush, and say, I need a hand with this, just for 5 minutes, and then work shoulder to shoulder on that shared physical task. Now, it is going to lower their defense mechanisms and it will naturally fill the void without the pressure of a conversation. For the teen who is missing their friends and feels isolated in their boredom, the danger here is that they feel that they have nothing to talk about because they haven't seen the same memes or the same videos. Here we need to facilitate a shared experience. Instead of suggesting a conversation, suggest an activity that allows for what we call parallel play. Being together without the pressure of constant eye contact. You could say something like, I bet your friends are just as bored as you right now. Why don't we invite them over for a game or activity or movie night? Unless you have another idea, now keep the stakes low. Use the double bind technique and empower them to choose their options because they're the ones they're going to be the most interested in. For the teen who keeps opening the fridge or walking in circles saying there's nothing to do, their brain is currently chemically unable to generate ideas. They have what's known as executive dysfunction. You need to be their external prefrontal cortex. Create a dopamine menu. Write down 5 high energy activities that they used to do a lot of, like bike riding, skating, playing the guitar, shooting hoops, cooking. Now go ahead and stick that list on the fridge. And when they say, I'm bored, Do not argue, just point to the menu. It is a visual anchor that bypasses the I don't know loop and gives the brain an immediate menu of options that they can choose from. Parents, don't solve their boredom. This is the fuel that they need for their brain's development. Be a facilitator of their own creativity and imagination. Tomorrow, the social reset begins, so be sure to follow, and I'll see you then. Until soon, blessed be.